year was 2015. A spotlight hit a lone figure standing center stage, the ultimate platform for raw, undiscovered talent, the voice-blind auditions. And then, the moment came. The music began, but the instant the first note left his lips, something extraordinary happened. The entire room froze. Not a single coach could move. Not an audience member dared to breathe. It was a voice so pure, so powerful, and so utterly unexpected that it seemed to defy gravity. Within 10 seconds, all 4 coaches slammed their hands down, their chairs spinning almost simultaneously in a frenzy of awe. This wasn't just another audition. It was a phenomenon. It was Jordan Smith singing Sia's Chandelier. But here's the burning question. Why, years later, do millions of fans still revisit that performance? Why does that single 4-minute clip continue to rack up views and spark deep emotional conversation? We all saw the spectacular success on stage, but what if I told you the real story behind that viral audition is even more powerful, more painful, and ultimately more inspiring than anything you saw on TV? To understand the magnitude of that moment, you have to know the man behind the music. Meet Jordan Smith. He wasn't from the bustling music studios of LA or New York. He hailed from the quiet, rolling hills of Harlan, Kentucky, a town where the local church choir was the biggest stage he had ever known. Jordan was, and remains, an intensely humble, private, and gentle soul. Music wasn't a choice for him. It was a sanctuary. It was the place where his big, soaring voice finally felt safe. Yet for years, the voice that would one day stun the world was trapped behind a wall of quiet insecurity. His path to the voice wasn't a straight, easy line. It was paved with self-doubt. When he walked onto that stage for his blind audition, everything about his presentation was designed to lower expectations. He stood there, unassuming, nervous, a young man about to risk the most important part of himself for public judgment. He took a monumental risk, choosing Sia's Chandelier, a song known for its almost impossible vocal range and emotional depth, often performed by female artists. It was an audacious choice, a signal perhaps that he wasn't there to play it safe. He was there to be heard, and when he hit that first ethereal note, the air cracked. This is the deeper truth. The story fans didn't fully grasp as they watched the chairs spin. Jordan's exceptional talent was always there, nurtured in the security of his family and his deep faith, but outside those protective walls, the world wasn't always kind. Throughout his school years, he faced challenges that chipped away at his self-worth. Like so many unique, talented individuals, his differences were sometimes met with cruelty and misunderstanding. He struggled with self-acceptance and confidence, a common but painful reality for many young people. The very instrument that brought him so much joy, his extraordinary voice, also made him stand out, and standing out made him a target. For a young man who had spent years guarding his greatest gift, standing on that stage in front of 4 of the biggest names in music was more than just a performance. It was an act of profound courage. It was a declaration that he would no longer let fear or external judgment define his potential. That iconic blind audition wasn't the sound of an already formed star. It was the sound of a beautiful soul finally breaking free. We saw the moment the coaches turned, but what we didn't see was the sheer physical and emotional effort it took for Jordan to conquer the lifelong battle with his own self-image and walk into that blinding spotlight. It wasn't just hard work. It was a journey of finding his spiritual and emotional footing, learning to trust that his authentic self was more than enough. And the coaches? Off camera, many who were there have since shared the palpable electricity in the room. They weren't just impressed by the notes. They were stunned by the control and the heart behind them. It was a once-in-a-generation moment of recognition, the moment a quiet church singer became an overnight musical supernova. The instant the audition hit the airwaves, the public reaction was immediate, visceral, and overwhelming. The digital world exploded. Some people said it was, without question, the best blind audition in the entire history of The Voice. It was a performance that fundamentally changed the metric of what talent could look and sound like on the show. Many fans still feel that the emotionality of his voice is what truly sold the song. It wasn't just pitch perfect. It was delivered with a sense of vulnerability and deep conviction that is rarely captured on television. It seemed everyone had a personal connection to the performance. Someone mentioned this moment gave them the deepest, most bone-shaking chills they had ever experienced watching a reality show. For others, it brought tears, a sudden, unexpected release of emotion triggered by the purity of his sound. A fascinating theme emerged when fans began comparing his distinct, soaring tone to legendary voices. One person expressed that Jordan's unique upper register power reminded them of the vocal mastery of Freddie Mercury. That's high praise, a recognition of his incredible range and ability to inject rock opera drama into pop music. There was also a collective gasp of surprise. Many viewers admitted that they absolutely didn't expect that powerful, ethereal voice to come from the young man they first saw standing on the stage. That surprise wasn't a judgment. It was the magic of the blind audition format working perfectly, stripping away all preconceptions and letting the talent speak for itself. And perhaps the most touching theme of all was the inspiration. Fans were overwhelmed by his humility and positivity after the performance. As one fan pointed out, Jordan didn't just sing the song, he elevated the song. He took an already incredible piece of music and filled it with his own hard-won journey, creating something entirely new and unforgettable. So, why did this performance become a cultural touchstone? It's easy to talk about the technical brilliance, the impeccable tone, the effortless vocal control, the stunning agility. But the real connection was deeper than mechanics. It was authenticity. Jordan's voice is a conduit for genuine emotion. When he sings, he doesn't just hit the notes. He pours his soul into the melody. His music speaks to the part of all of us that has ever felt different, unheard, or underestimated. Why do some performances stay in our hearts long after the applause ends? It's because they stand for something bigger than a television show. Jordan Smith's success was a symbolic victory. It was the shattering of stereotypes about what a successful pop star should look like. It proved, definitively, that true greatness comes from the heart, not from a prescribed image. His vulnerability on that stage was his superpower. By singing his heart out, he gave permission to millions of people watching to do the same, to embrace the power of their own unique voice, no matter how quiet or loud, no matter how different. Maybe it's not just the notes that move us, but the story behind them. The blind audition was just the first chapter. Jordan, of course, chose Adam Levine as his coach, a pairing that many fans instantly realized was destined for success. His journey through The Voice Season 9 was a masterclass in consistency and emotional resonance. Week after week, he captivated the audience, not just by singing, but by communicating through his music. He consistently topped the iTunes charts, often outselling the show's established professionals, and the ultimate victory was never truly in doubt. Jordan Smith was crowned the winner of Season 9, solidifying his status as a national treasure. But even after the confetti fell and the grand finale aired, the fans never forgot where he started. To this day, the blind audition is the one piece of footage that fans continuously return to. It's a powerful 4-minute reminder of raw, undeniable talent and the quiet humility that started it all. It remains a testament to what happens when talent and courage finally align. The truth behind Jordan Smith's viral audition isn't a dark secret or a shocking revelation. It's something far more profound. It's the simple, powerful truth that courage is often the quietest, most unassuming virtue. His story teaches us that the obstacles we overcome, the bullying, the self-doubt, the fear of standing out, are not weaknesses, but the very things that forge our greatest strength. Jordan's journey is a beautiful, necessary lesson in believing in yourself and letting your true voice be heard, even if it shakes the room. One perfect performance, born from a lifetime of searching for acceptance, truly can inspire millions of strangers across the world. If this story moved you too, if you remember the chill of that first note, then please share this video with someone who needs a little inspiration today, and don't forget to subscribe to Public Reaction for more inspiring journeys from The Voice and beyond. This was the truth behind Jordan Smith's viral audition. What did you feel when you first heard him sing? Let us know what you think, and stay tuned for more incredible stories on Public Reaction.